Hey, Jer.
Hey man, how's it going?
Not bad, not bad. How about yourself?
Good, good. Hey, so listen man, lately I've just been getting this competitive itch to go out and photograph with someone else and see who can get the best shots in a day. What do you think?
I see, yeah. That could be cool, man.
All right, let's do it then. Well, I'm going out to do a sunset shoot today and it looks like you're already out. How about today?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet man, this is gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun, man.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Bye. I just got a phone call from Jeremy Knipe. He is a photographer, a birder, and another YouTuber. So he was asking me if I wanted to have a competition with him, and yeah, that could be really fun. So luckily I have a great project and I think I have an advantage, but don't tell Jeremy. But I'm going to photograph the dipper once again. So I'm going to spend my day here and hopefully get some great shots. And I can't wait to see what Jeremy is up to and what species he is going to go after. So this is it for me now, and I'm going out and find a good position to photograph this beautiful bird, and I will see you later.
Hey you guys, what's up? Hope you're doing well. And today we're doing something really cool. Trond and I are out birding in two separate parts of the world right now, getting wildlife photos. And we're just gonna come together kind of at the end of the day, see how our days went. We both kind of challenged each other to look into slow exposure for the day and see if we can capture any unique images of slow exposure on birds today. I'm out for a really cool bird in my area called a lesser nighthawk. It's a species that I've done a lot of work with leading up to it this season, and I'm out here once again today to see if I can capture some great images of this bird.
So the dipper is sitting on a stone just, around 20 meters from me. And on this distance here, it doesn't seem to bother by my presence. So what I'm going to do, it's sitting near a stream. I'm going to work a little bit on slow shutter speed because I haven't done that before on the dipper. So I don't have my tripod with me. So I'm just going to rest it on my backpack and experiment with some shutter speed. I just tried with 1/10 of a shutter speed, but I need actually a little bit slower to get this stream nice and smooth. But yeah, it's really hard to get the birds sharp when I have that slow shutter speed. But I need to test this out, try it out, and see if I get some good, cool pictures. So yeah.
So I'm waiting out here. I haven't seen any lesser nighthawk yet. It's about 1 hour till sunset, and typically they start coming out about this time of day. They come out about an hour, 45 minutes before sunset, start feeding on the insects in the area. And what's really cool is this year I found actually a pair that has been mating in this area. If you check it out on my channel, you'll see that I actually captured a vlog series on these guys in which I found a nest, but unfortunately, the nest actually got eaten during this season. So I'm really hoping that maybe they'll start up another nest this season before it's too late, and I'll be able to get some great shots of them. They're these really cool alien-like birds that fly around at sunset and at night, just picking off insects as we go, and just such a cool bird to witness. Guys, so they've started to come out for the evening and starting to get some really cool images of these lesser nighthawks. They started to fly around in this area that I've known them for, and we're just going to continue to see if we can get good shots of them. just dancing right around me. They started dipping down into the grass, so in order to be able to capture them well, I had to get up for a second. But luckily I've been hanging around them so much, I think they're pretty bold around me now. We are having just an incredible moment with this lesser nighthawk on the ground right now. The difficult thing about lesser nighthawk is that it's so difficult to get them on the ground because they're always hiding on dirt patches underneath the brush that you can kind of see that's around here. And right now I'm able to get some shots of this guy, and these are clear, nice, in focus shots. But right now this is a really cool, special moment that I'm getting to have. So I'm gonna get back to photographing these guys.
This was nice, really nice. I got the dipper, have this courtship, and I haven't photographed that before, and that was amazing. I think that was my best picture for the day, and I'm really eager to show Jeremy that experience there. I don't care if who got the best shot, because this was an amazing experience. But I need to call Jeremy and talk to him and ask how he has done. Oh, I can't wait. I need to find my phone. Let's do this. Hey Jer, how's it going?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Good. I just had an amazing time with the dipper. I can't wait to show you this beautiful picture of the courtship of the dipper. So I'm really excited. How was your day?
Wow, that's so cool, man. I've been trying so long to capture dipper in my area and just been unsuccessful. So that's amazing you got some mating displays. I've been having a really good evening, just out capturing lesser nighthawk, and got a really cool experience up nice and close with one. And just unforgettable, really. I think they actually might be nesting here in the future, but I don't quite know yet.
It was so fun. This was so fun.
Oh yeah, man, I had a great time. I'm gonna be getting back to getting more shots. That way I don't miss anything. I actually still have to try those slow exposure shots that we talked about.
All right, man. See you.
All right, you too, man. Have a great rest of your evening.
See you, man.
I'll talk to you soon. That was cool to see how he's doing. I'm gonna get back to getting these last shots of these lesser nighthawks while I'm able to get hopefully some nice slow exposure shutter shots with this purplish tint in the sky, and see if we get some good images. Hey Trond, how are you doing?
Oh, hey Jer. Great. How about you, man?
Good. Did you have a good day out during our competition?
Yeah, I had a great time, man. Really great to be out with the dipper again. I always love photographing the dipper, but this was a little bit more special because of the competition that you are bringing on the floor there. But it was so awesome. But I'm so curious about seeing your picture, man. I cannot wait to see your pictures. I'm guessing that I don't have a chance when I'm going to look at them, but yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. It definitely, the competitive edge definitely drove me to try to get some unique things that day, and I actually got really up closer than ever to the nighthawk. So that was a really cool opportunity. But every time I see your dipper photos over the years that you've been out capturing them, I'm always jealous. So I don't really know if I stand much of a chance. But
oh, thanks, man. But it was really fun to doing this, like a different kind of view of doing like a photography. And doing this with you on the other side of the world, I think that was a new thing for me and exciting thing to do. So it was so fun to do it like this.
Most definitely. Norway to California. So
Yeah.
yeah.
How awesome is
Yeah,
that?
let's dive into it.
Yeah, let's
I wanna see what you got. Well, I sent you an email a little while ago. Were you able to get me an email of your 3 favorite photos as well?
Oh, cool, man. Let me see. Yeah, I got one. Oh, wow. What a great light, man. This was...
Yeah, so I think the first one I sent you was like a really close-up moment I got with that nighthawk. Like, they are such a skittish bird, and I was just amazed that I was able to get that close up to them, because I normally can't. But yeah.
Oh, cool. So it was really, really cool with the low light reddish colors in the sun there. That really makes it special with colors. And it got really low as well, I see.
Yeah, that's one of the tricky parts with them, that like I've never been able to get a good ground shot of them before, because they always rest in like these little tiny grasses that you can see in that photo. But there he was enough in a clearing where I could get low and still find a gap to shoot through. And so it was really exciting. I was excited. But
Cool, man. Really cool portrait of this beautiful bird. We have like a similar type of bird here in Norway, but I have not seen that bird at all, actually. I only seen it in picture. But it has a really awesome camouflage, man. I sent you a mail as well.
oh, okay, yeah, let me check that out. Okay, I see image number 1. Oh, wow. That's amazing, Trond. That is incredible,
Thanks,
being able to get that type of image. Whew. So how did you pull off that slow shutter speed like that? That is not easy with a moving bird.
This actually was really hard to do because I didn't have the time to take up my tripod as well. So I actually needed to use my backpack as a type of tripod to get it to hold still enough. And together with the VR and the lens, I actually managed to hand hold this at, I think this is 1/10 of a second.
Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, that water, I'm surprised even that's 1/10, because it looks like the water is even a little bit more smooth than 1/10. So that's amazing. That looks amazing. And the dipper is so sharp still. That's incredible.
Thanks. That's the great thing about the dipper, that sometimes they are like standing still just to stand there and watch. I'm not sure what they do, but they stand really still. And as long as I have my camera still enough, it should be possible to do it like this here. I would prefer to have a little bit more light, more colors in the water, but that didn't happen on this occasion here. But I think it was a cool shot though that I didn't have before. So.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a unique shot. And even though, like you said, maybe the colors, you would have hoped for some more of that, I think that it still all blends very nicely. Like the colors of the image are all match very well, and the composition is just outstanding. Like I love how you chose to frame it in the lower right corner of it. So that was really awesome.
Thanks, man.
But yeah.
So let's look at your next picture. I saw that you sent me one more time. So let me see here. This Nighthawk 2.
So I tried, because I know you mentioned doing some slow shutter shots. So I tried something with the Nighthawk, but it's a totally different scenario. But tried to do one flying and kind of accenting that motion as he's flying through the air. But
cool, man. I love the colors in the sky there. Actually, here it works perfect with like the bird right smack in the middle of the frame. That actually worked really well here.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. I very much, I love shooting in purple gradients, whether that's with wildlife or landscape or whatever. And so anytime I have an opportunity to shoot a purple gradient, I'm always trying to do that. I don't know why, but yeah.
It looks awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really cool. So it's, I'm guessing it's not easy to get those birds in flight though?
It's not, because of 2 reasons. One being that they fly very sporadic. They kind of fly, I would describe them closest to maybe like a dove or a pigeon, where they fly very erratic. So they turn directions very quickly. So that makes one thing difficult. And then the second aspect is that they're sunset and sunrise birds, so it's always low light scenarios. it's so sometimes it can be kind of tricky to, you know, get all those settings high enough while still keeping a good sharp tack focus. So
cool. What was your shutter speed here?
I think my shutter speed was at like I'd have to double check, but I believe somewhere around 1/80th. And so for flying, moving subjects, yeah, decently tricky. Not like 1/10, but yeah. Well, let me.
My breath stands still though.
Yeah. Well, let me pull up your next image. I'm really curious to see what that looks like, if that's okay. Oh, wow. I love this. Well, this has a lot of that. I like how there's like a dual tone kind of color scheme going on right there in the water and the, yeah, it would probably all be water because that's not sky up there, but it's like that orangish and blue fade. That's beautiful.
Thanks, man. This is actually all water. The thing here is that as the sun gets lower, it hits the water and reflection of the area around. And then you can get some like yellow orangey look on the water. And thing is here, this is actually a good place. It's not easy to find good places to lay really low on the ground to photograph the dipper. The cool thing here, it was like standing in this position here for a long time, pruning his feathers. You can see the beak is a little bit open. Because it's like just had pruned one of the feathers, so the beak is open. And when I'm taking a burst of pictures, one of them is sharp and one of them maybe can have some like interesting thing. And here is the beak open, and that makes it a little bit more interesting. And you can see that the wing is tucked up a little bit more because it just had it out pruning as well. So I really like that of this kind of image.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love that. That shows, I think, a lot of the amount of detail that goes into planning shots sometimes, where it's like a lot of times I think people who maybe don't have as much experience or just getting into wildlife photography might see an image like that, but just hearing you describe it and seeing how much detail and planning went into all that in terms of getting, you know, the perfect spot to get low with the water and waiting for the sun to hit it at this right angle, and that's beautiful. I really like how this image has a very unique color scheme to it, and that's really awesome and beautiful.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let me see here. You sent me the last image. I'm really curious to see this here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh wow, that was nice. That was really nice. Look at the colors here. You got like orange, yellowish, you get blue tones, you get green tones, and you get that like brownish, grayish tones in the bird, and it stands out really well.
Yeah, this was a little bit of an older image, so like if people have seen my Nighthawk video I released a few weeks ago, they might recognize it. But I wanted to kind of just add this one in there too, because it was like such a unique opportunity, because it's very hard in the scenario that I found them in to either shoot. You kind of either have to shoot one of two directions, like either totally backlit or very front lit. And this was kind of like a perfect moment where the sun had just set, and so the backlit scenario wasn't too dark yet, but it was still down behind the mountain ridge to where you weren't getting that, you know, backlit overexposure. So it was really cool. And it's always hard to photograph nighthawks in flight because they have very weird wing positions. And so getting a moment with a good wing position where like their wings are spread out like that and I can see their whole back and their heads turned towards me is a really cool opportunity. So I really liked it, like the colors like you mentioned and stuff like that. So
yeah, definitely. It's so awesome. I'm guessing the sun almost disappeared here. Or has it disappeared?
It's barely disappeared by that point. Like it was probably 1 to 2 minutes.
I can see that on the tones. I actually really like that. Like this is not many minutes you have of this kind of light here actually. So I really like this kind of soft light instead of the hard backlit images. They are cool as well, but I really like the tones in the colors of the sun almost like disappearing. You get a much more softer light, but still much richer colors in the environment and bird as well. So well done here, Jeremy. It was awesome to see.
Thanks, Trond. Appreciate that. Let's take a look at your last image. I'm excited to see this one. It's going to be hard to top the first two you sent me, so... let's see. Oh, wow. So you're able to get a courtship moment of them. That's cool. I've never seen what a dipper courtship looks like. So do they kind of just raise their breasts up to each other almost, or what does that look like?
Yeah, that's correct. This is not an often seen as well. I have seen it a couple of times, and I got one photo of this type of courtship here for, I maybe think it's 7 or 8 years ago, but with really not a good equipment, and was low light, so it was not sharp, and everything was like, it was not a good picture at all. So I always wanted to have like this type of courtship here. But the thing is that when they are meeting, they are, like you say, see here in the picture, they are like showing the breast and flapping the wings. Therefore you can see one of them has like a motion blur in the wing tip there, because it's flapping the wings. I'm not sure which are the male or the female here. You cannot tell on the species. But so that I don't know, but this is a typical of a courtship of a dipper, showing itself and spreading. You see the other spreading the tail feathers as well, tilting the head upwards. So this happened one time though. There was meeting not far away from me, and suddenly one of them like starting to do the song type of thing. I saw that something was about to happen, and they landed on this stone here and starting to do that courtship, and it lasts around maybe 5 to 10 seconds. So I take a burst of picture, and I think this was the best one with the best position, and you can see the motion blur in the wing. I really like that because that creates a little bit life in the picture as well. And you really like them getting behavior shots. I'm always looking for that behavior. I love behavior shots on the birds. So I was so happy and so excited, and that was a really great moment for me, and first time in many years. So I was so lucky to do that when I was out photographing, to doing something together with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, a happy moment.
Wow, that is special. Yeah,
Thanks, man.
I literally can't think of any time I've ever seen a dipper mating ritual, or however you call that, photo. So yeah, that's a special moment. And yeah, I think that it's really cool you were able to capture that. It's always so hard to be prepared in scenarios like that too, where you aren't expecting it, and so that's cool you were able to get it and get it well. And yeah, I love it. That's amazing, Trond.
The thing is with the dipper though, is I have spent many hours on the dippers for, I think this is my 3rd or 4th year in this location here. So I know the birds really well. I know the behaviors and the signs, and that always help when you're photographing, because you can, as long as it's possible though, you can predict much more of what's happening in the next step. Spending so much time on one species, I really love that, because you learn so much about it, and you're almost feeling like you are developing some kind of relationship with the birds, and they are part of your family or something. So it's always nice when they're like doing this. It's always almost like you're feeling they are inviting you into their family, and so it sounds weird though, but I really love spending much time with one species to learn the behavior, learn everything about that bird.
Yeah, when I first got into wildlife photography, I felt very much like I needed to see as much as I could, as many different things as I could. And after being in it for a lot longer, I've learned that I much more appreciate what you said, where it's like just diving really deep, being a part of like the family almost, quote unquote, with the subject, with the species. And it just has such more rewarding results, and it just feels, you feel a connection like you said. And so I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I'm excited to see how your day went through video, Trond. And just kind of get to
me too.
Yeah, seeing how it all went. So it was an awesome day getting to go out and kind of do that competition from two sides of the world. I think you probably got me beat, but
no. I didn't have that colors that you have in the last shot there, so I must say that I disagree with you.
Well, I think there's definitely perks to both ways, but that slow shutter shot, though, I think out of all the images of yours, that slow shutter image that you got of the dipper is just, that's incredible. That's an incredible shot right there. They're all incredible, but that one specifically stood out to me. So.
Cool. Thanks. That was really fun, man. I had a blast doing this with you, and hopefully this is not going to be the last time that we are doing something together. It was really good to get to know you, and you are an awesome guy. So this was so cool, man. Yeah,
thanks, Trond. You as well. It was fun getting to do that and getting to connect a little bit in that way. So looking forward to the future of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this wildlife photography competition from across the world. If you guys haven't subscribed to Trond Westby already, make sure you go subscribe to him in the description below. He's literally an amazing wildlife photography YouTuber and literally the reason why I got into wildlife photography on YouTube. So he's been one of my biggest inspirations and he has some amazing work. Go check him out. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.